So I am one of the very lucky few who were able to purchase a Mad 1 Red in advance prior to the lottery. They actually emailed me directly asking me if I would like to purchase one, and that's because when they released the blue edition, I sent them an email asking them if they ever went public with this watch, or they were ever going to sell it to the people who were not part of the MB&F family and friends. Please let me know, because I would like to buy one. And that's what they did when they invented or came up with the Red Edition. They emailed a few people, or the people who actually emailed them asking about the Blue Edition, and gave them a first crack at the watch. Of course, I did not pass it up. Today we're taking a look at the Mad 1 Red Edition. So here it is. This is the Mad 1 Red Edition. It's been finally delivered. I've been waiting for a few weeks for this watch to come, and I am very, very excited about it. I did a news video when they announced it, and essentially what they have done is allowed a certain number of people, and they didn't really give that number out, to purchase these initially. Those were people who expressed interest in the Blue Edition, and then they made a lottery of about 450 watches, and I think about 20,000 people entered that lottery, and they allotted just a few people some more watches. But they will be making more of these watches, or at least they're saying they will be. I'm not sure what sort of volume they'll be able to make them in, but it comes with a little note here. It's just a little picture of one of their art devices, their mechanical art devices, which is a clock. It says, "Many thanks for your order, the Mad team." It comes in a sleeve. There's an outer sleeve. It's a cardboard outer sleeve. Inner box is just foam. It says Mad Editions right here, and you open this up, pop it open, and of course, there's the watch. So this is the Mad 1 in red. Very exciting. And then inside here you get a little pouch. That's for travel. You get a little flashlight. That is a UV light for charging the lume on this watch. And then there is a little QR code for the warranty and information on the watch. And then also some information on the flashlight and how to charge it and stuff like that. So very nice. Pretty decent packaging for a watch that is on the more affordable side from someone, a watchmaker that makes pretty incredible watches, so I do appreciate that. And there's of course that little flashlight in there, which is pretty cool. So here's the watch. Now you've seen these probably on Instagram. A lot of people have posted their Blue Edition. This is very similar to the Blue Edition. It has a thinner bezel and a different crown. That's the only two differences. This still gets a Miyota movement, so it's powered by a Miyota 8 series movement, which you can see from the front. You have that big battle axe sort of rotor that spins very freely. The crown has that same sort of design on the crown itself. Very big, grippy crown. A really interesting case, and the point of this watch is that you can tell the time from the side. All of these elements are lume, so that's kind of the reason why they give you a UV light, and we'll do a lume shot towards the end. But right here it's just pointing to the time, so you can see there it's between the 10 and the 11, and then you have the minutes on the bottom. So red is the minutes, top portion in black is the hours. You have a dome sapphire crystal, and you have a sapphire case. That sapphire case is essentially a cylinder of sapphire with a cap that is in stainless steel, and it's finished in different ways on the side of the stainless steel on the bezel sort of area. And then there is this X on the back that is sort of the case. Really cool what they have done here. All of that red in the back. I'll do close-ups of it so you can see what they've done here. And it's sort of a bowl with the movement sitting in it, and it attaches to this case area, which is sort of the lug structure. And it just says Mad Edition on the back. Really awesome. I'll do close-ups of it so you can see what I'm talking about. It's actually pretty complicated and hard to really understand what they have done here. And you don't see where it actually connects. So there is really no connection between this sapphire portion and this back metal portion. And then really no way of seeing how it connects to the bezel either. So it's like three separate pieces creating this case. Very cool. And then you have a really nice strap on here. Buckle. Strap's a little bit long on me, so I've already contacted them about the strap. But you have a double deployant, really nice double deployant on here. Not, what you're getting from MB&F, but it says Mad on here, so it's a Mad Galleries Edition strap. One of the best parts about this, it's sort of a fidget spinner. A lot of people call it that, and that's because when you spin it, it does spin very freely. That's the reason why they chose this movement, because it has unidirectional winding, and it will wind and spin and spin and spin, excuse me, very, very freely. And it's very easy to get that to spin. Just with normal movement of your wrist, it will spin like this. And then, you know, you could tell the time from the side right there. Awesome. Now these, I believe, were around $3,000, just under $3,000. And like I said, they did a lottery for about 450 editions that they made, and they said that they will be coming out with subsequent watches as well that you'll be able to purchase. Right now, they've done a lottery because there was an extremely high amount of interest in this watch, and they wanted to do something, you know, for people who wanted that blue edition, and they made it very accessible, which is pretty awesome. So. Yes, this is an expensive watch because it has a Miyota 8 series in it, but look what you're getting. It's a really interesting and very complicated looking watch. You have a lot of sapphire elements. You have a lot of bespoke work that goes into it. It's made in the MB&F studio, so the people who put together MB&F watches make these watches. They put them together. So that is something that is very special. The people who are putting together watches that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars are putting together a watch that costs just a few $1,000s, so obviously pretty cool. Let me quickly throw it on my wrist, then we will do a quick lume shot. Today I have another design by Eric Girod. So this was also designed by Eric Girod. This is my Romain Jerome spacecraft, designed by Eric Girod, a person who works with MB&F a lot, and he actually designed the HM5, one of my favorites, but he's designed many watches for MB&F. So this is a double deployant. You just unclick. Like I said, this is big on my wrist, so I have contacted them about a smaller strap, and I put it on the last rung there, and here it is. So let's throw it on my wrist. It's just a little bit loose. I think a slightly smaller strap would be better. This is the large strap. The only thing I could say is that the keepers on here I don't think are very good. They're a little bit thin, so I don't know how long those would last. But otherwise, you can see it is big on my wrist, but a little bit of space between my wrist and the watch. But here you go. That's the whole point right there. You can see it just spinning on its own. I'm not doing anything, and the way they've weighted this, it will spin pretty freely on my 7.5-inch wrist. I'll do quick measurements on this as well. I forgot to do that. It is a thick watch, so it's going to wear high on your wrist. You can see that. It is an MB&F, and a lot of MB&F wear kind of weird on your wrist because of the nature of the way that they design these things. So the thickness on here, you have a dome sapphire crystal, is 17.5 millimeters, so it's big. The lug to lug, 50.4, and then the, I mean, really not an accurate measurement here, but 41.8. So it's a weird case shape, so you're never really going to get a very accurate reading on that. 7.7 millimeters on that crown. It's a very big crown, really nicely done. So very quickly, let's do a quick lume shot. I'm going to be doing other videos with this watch in the near future, so let's do a quick lume shot and then wrap up the video. Okay, so there you go. You can see the time, almost 10:50, and then the rotor. So you can see the point of this watch is when it spins, you're getting a really awesome line of lume, a circle of lume on the front from that rotor, and then the entire perimeter of the watch where the indices are basically for telling the time, that is all lumed. And then you also have a little arrow here that's also lumed. Just an awesome, awesome watch, and a very special watch. This is a very, very special watch, and I'm so honored that I was able to get one, and get one a little bit earlier than everyone else, but I think that they will be making these a little bit more available. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult to get them just because it's hard for them to make it. They don't have a big team of people making watches, so these are obviously hand assembled by MB&F. I don't know how long they can actually sustain that if they want to make these going in the future, but really cool. This is just awesome. Look at this. I just keep on charging it because it's super bright initially, and then it fades a little bit. So I mean, the lume is good, It's not incredible, but it's very, very good, and it's really special. So there's a lot of lume on here because each one of those indices are lumed and they're very big. So pretty damn cool. Anyway, there you go. Looking really good, and it's just a little bit big on my wrist. Like I said, I've reached out to them. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I think this is pretty awesome. I'm very excited about it. I'll be wearing this definitely over the next few days. And I will definitely also do a full sort of review of it and give you a little bit more detail on the watch. So tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.